EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Sunshine State and Everbank Stadium here in Jacksonville. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Alongside my partner Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Jaguar team.
On the visiting sideline, their head coach. His guys flew across the country for this one. Always tough to play in the early slate of games when making that trek. His counterpart on the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys were not able to break the stalemate last week, so they will hope for a more traditional result here.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020, the man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown pass.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
Now a run. Here's the first-round pick from April's draft.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42.
That is Joshua Hines-Allen getting in there to bring him down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Herbert now. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end.
A gain of 8 there on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
He'll let this go for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defenders' minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
A 4th down, so the Chargers trot out J.K. Scott.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. So here are the Jags now set to get their first drive.
They're led by the #1 overall pick of the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And you want to talk about enormous expectations being placed on a quarterback. How about what Trevor Lawrence faced coming out of college? But the good thing for him, he's used to it. He had the same type of expectations leaving high school and going to Clemson. They always expect him to be a franchise savior wherever team he joins. And to his credit, he shouldered those expectations and did everything in his power to follow through.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
When you talk about the defense for these Chargers,
they are the 22nd ranked unit against the run in the NFL.
One thing you do know they'll be fired up because they're facing a top 5 rushing attack. And even if they have early success against them, they got to remember they got to sustain it because teams that are top 5, they don't stop running the ball if they don't get things done early.
That's complete to Parker Washington.
The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
And even though this is a top 5 rushing offense, and we see this especially early in the game, they're going to do their best to keep you honest. They don't want you getting the habit of stacking the box, so that's a good throw there. And they're able to come up with the first down.
And they'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The numbers on the ground for ETN last week. 19 carries, 100 yards on the nose, and a score.
And as we discovered in talking with the coaching staff prior to the game, going up against a team that struggled against the run has only emboldened them to run the football more. I expect 40 to 50 carries in this game.
From the 43, here's a 2nd and 7.
Lisa 24. Darn it.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Rip 23.
Lawrence will throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's another Jaguars first down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
The Jaguars coming in looking for win number 7 on the year. They come in playing really well on both sides of the ball. They've won 6 of their last 8 CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Hey, run. Hey, son.
Lawrence now off the bootleg.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Hey.
Again, running right, ETN.
And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. The completion on 1st didn't get much, and now the run on 2nd doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down on his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
Hey, let's go. Son, it's on.
Here's Lawrence. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Ready. 11, Agate. On the red.
ETN will get it into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. So that a great sequence for these guys to begin the ball game. They force the punt on one end and come right down the field and score on the other.
And that's a great example of leaning on each other and building a little momentum that way. How about the defense forcing the punt, turns it over to the offense with confidence, and they take it downfield and score.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
A nice little juke. And he returns this to the 22.
The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there.
No gain, Quarterback sneak, no gain. Aren't you supposed to get something out of that?
And needed a full yard there.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, give him a good 10 yards on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10.
The Jaguars offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. As we check out the league leaders in passing yards, you can see he's right up there among the best in the NFL at this point in the season.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. Two division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, I think when you talk about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this, but I was so excited about this game because to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
From the gun, it's Lawrence.
Over the middle, complete. It's James. A busy first quarter. His third catch of the afternoon is a first down.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to one.
And a loose football. And picked up by the Chargers. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Remember in preseason when we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
And they lost it there, big fumble. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
You look at this Jaguar defense.
Right now they're ranked number 29 in the NFL against the pass, so fourth from the bottom charts.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First down Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. That's complete. It's Ladd McConkey. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Here's Herbert.
They'll set up the screen to Hampton.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
Good call there on first down. And Brandon, I'm getting better over the years of not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
Herbert throwing again. This will be caught at about the 6.
And the Chargers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Harris, touchdown, Chargers.
And how nice is it to have a guy like Najee Harris in the backfield when you get down near the goal line? He can use his 230-plus pound frame to just get you those tough yards, and he finishes things off here with a touchdown run.
And for the extra point, Cameron Dicker.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So the drive there took 6 plays.
And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here.
Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10.
At the 31-yard line.
All right, let's go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. It's a 10-yard pickup, and that's enough to move the chains.
1st and 10
Hey,
at
go,
the
go.
41-yard line.
Go. Son, Silver.
They go play action with Lawrence.
Rolling to his right.
Got to the sideline, and it's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 7. They'll toss right side to Hampton.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Still about 3 yards shy of a 1st as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. These two teams all tied after one. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Here's Herbert. And this is going to be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this 1st half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Here we go on 4th. Herbert.
He's got his right.
Inside the 35. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one.
Well, partner, that was a heck of a play right there because there is no chance that he was the primary receiver on that play. Definitely checked it down to him and just said, please, help us out, make a play. And he does and delivers a 1st down.
And he still has yet to get on track in this 1st half as they're going to stop him behind the line. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking. Justin Herbert looking to pass.
Over the middle and caught by McConkey.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 22-yard line.
1st down, Chargers.
Herbert going to give to Hampton.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Herbert.
This one finds McConkey.
And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. The Chargers on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time it's 3rd and 3. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line.
Dicker on now to try the field goal.
From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And his kick here is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here, and sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he'll get him up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
They'll run. This is Bashir Tootin.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Red on red. Red.
They'll run with ETN. Loose inside the 30. Travis Etienne. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Jaguars have retaken the lead.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Point after it, right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 up to 27.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and plant their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. Caught by Allen. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brian Brzee.
He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Back to throw here, Herbert. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hampton. And he takes a shot at the end of that play.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
From the 50, here's Herbert.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot.
The Jaguars offense and Travis Etienne set to take over once again. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big hole after big hole to run through in this first half. Now Lawrence. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Lisa 24.
A give to ETN running right. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Here's 3rd and 9.
Hey, easy. Ralph. Hey.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. On 4th down on is Logan Cook to punt. Back deep for L.A. is Darius Davis.
And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at the 40.
They'll start it out with a run by Hampton. And slow going there as they'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Now it's Herbert. And this will be caught at the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice game. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll run with Hampton.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 30-yard line.
Herbert off of play action. Open man here is Conklin. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 14.
16 yards. First down, Los Angeles.
Go. Hey, go.
Harris running straight ahead. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 14-yard line.
Set. Go.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And it's caught. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
First and goal, Los Angeles.
He is putting on a show in this second quarter, racking up the receiving yards as he has a first down. They'll try to run with Harris. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
In motion left, the tight end. Play action. It's Herbert.
And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it's going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. Trayvon Walker.
It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So they're coming up here on the 9th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and goal. Herbert now.
Open man, it's Johnston. Touchdown, Chargers.
A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Chargers have taken the lead.
Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was the super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with a slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Throw left side complete. That's Brown. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
That's good for a Jaguars. First and 10 at the 32.
Lawrence.
That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Brian Thomas, 32 yards. And the Jaguars have yet again retaken the lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 5. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. He threw the touchdown pass on that last drive, his 20th on the year. And he'll start again here, first down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end.
From the 35 on second down. Herbert.
Go. Complete to Tyler Conklin. It's a gain of 6. First down.
Back to throw now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
On second and 10, Herbert. That one complete to McConkey.
And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Again, he'll drop the throw.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
A short throw to Conklin, the tight end.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw again. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
Cameron Vicker on for the field goal. A 56-yard attempt.
And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And this will remain a 5-point game.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough attempt of their own.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
At the 43-yard line.
Lisa 24. Hey, Soko, hot. Take right open.
Running out of the gun with ETN. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
All right, let's go.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A nice gain of 21 yards.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
10 yards to go.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Second and 10.
Hey, easy. Route.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Ain't with my type activity, but don't you get involved. Hey, what? How many should I see? Send them off. Take a risk or take a trip. You know I'm tripping for my dog.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And his kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Halftime coming up. Let's get you downstate an hour or 2 to Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. 10 weeks have come and gone. The temperature's starting to dip a little bit here in November. Lots to show you. Let's talk about it. Our trip through the NFL starts now. We begin with the reigning, defending Super Bowl champs, the Eagles, at home to take on the Lions in a matchup of the top 2 seeds in the NFC a season ago. And this is the Lions wideout. A deep shot downfield, and he's right there to look it in, and they're not gonna get him. 69 yards for the touchdown catch. From there, let's go out to Denver, checking in on the Broncos as they host the Kansas City Chiefs. And this is not exactly a thing of beauty, but it'll do the job. And this is a touchdown. One more for you. Let's go to SoFi Stadium. It's the Rams hosting the Seattle Seahawks. And it's Torrey Horton. Just get his hands on the football and let him do the rest. 56 yards, touchdown. The Seahawks get it done within the division as they come away with the victory. With that, time for a look at the rest of the action going on here in week number 11 in the NFL's regular season. Meanwhile, in our game, both teams have been able to move the ball effectively. It might be a question of which defense can make a stand in the second half, as we send you back out to Brandon and Charles.
The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The home team's offense and Trevor Lawrence getting set for this next drive. And he's been a real threat in the red zone and beyond. As you take a look at the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns by a QB, you'll notice he's worked his way into the top 5 at this point in the season. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Here's Lawrence. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they have multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
They go play action with Lawrence. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Bilal Nichols in there to take him down. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
Hey, Lion!
On third down, here's Etienne. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
It's fourth down and less than a yard.
Going for it, here's Etienne. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
It's a gain of 15 yards. That's good. First and 10 at the 20-yard.
So the drive will continue. After the conversion on fourth, they'll work from the 20 on first down. Here's Lawrence to throw. Got a man, it's Brown. And the Jaguars are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Hey, run! Hey, Ginger!
Lawrence will throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he's got it. It's Thomas. The Jacksonville touchdown. Brian Thomas, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Jaguars go up by 2 touchdowns. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Now a look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change their thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Now Herbert off the bootleg. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first.
Los Angeles.
They hand this off to Harris. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Set. Cap.
Herbert. Touchdown, Chargers. Keenan Allen, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers get a bit closer. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that will shave one more off this lead.
Chargers 23.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Rip. Here we go.
Lawrence now off the bootleg.
Out to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
And when you're in a one-score game in the 2nd half, now's not the time to force the football into places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Now Lawrence. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Here's Logan Cook now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Wide receiver Keenan Allen bringing out the rest of this offense.
Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good. But there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
And when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
You get hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way. That was well defended, and while his completion resulted in a loss of yardage, it's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
For Keenan Allen, that's complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He's going to get this one out to his fullback.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And Allen
One's going to have a Chargers first down as he'll get this up to midfield. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. This one finds McConkey. He is out of bounds inside the 35.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Chargers.
Now a first down carry for Harris. Taken down at the 30.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now a toss, left side, Hampton. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down movement.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 16. The Chargers' passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play. On first down, it's Hampton. And despite the fancy footwork we saw, they'll get to him just inside the 15. The tackle by Eric Armstead.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on second down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line.
They'll work inside here, Hampton. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
Well, I have to think that the wheels are really spinning in their play caller's mind now. That little setback there on first down. They'll have 3 more shots if that's what it takes, because they've got to take field goals out of their...
Try and throw for it. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Now ETN to start the drive. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
First and 10 at the 45.
Before they can snap it, time runs out on this third quarter of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey, go, go! Go, go! Hey, Ginger, attack! Here we go.
Now Lawrence. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he goes down, but not before getting his inside the 25. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Red on red.
Now Lawrence to throw. Eluding the pressure right. This will be caught once again by Brown. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring up second down.
Many teams, as soon as they spot man defense, if they haven't called a hitch, they'll get to it as fast as they can. They want to put the ball in the hands of one of their best playmakers and hope that he can break a tackle on the outside and go for big yardage.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Rip, 23. Silver.
Lawrence going to throw again. Steps away to his left. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Trevor Lawrence, a 16-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. Now it's Herbert. They'll check this one down to Hampton. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
So 8 yards on the completion there. And now it's 3rd and 4. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And he is going to have the Chargers first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down. Up the middle, it's Hampton. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 9.
Set.
Herbert now. Rifles one that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
At the 43-yard line.
Hey, go.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence.
Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
It's a gain of 14.
Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
It's getting cold in here, partner, because it looks like he's trying to ice this one away. Yeah, I know, bad dad joke, but what the heck, right? Scrambling for that first after the D blanketed his receivers, that's a backbreaker for the defense. They finished this drive off with 6, and this one could be over.
For a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Tui Pelontu
In there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Lawrence. And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown.
And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Give him 30 yards there.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Hey, Lyle.
From the shotgun, Lawrence.
And he's got it. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and goal at the Chargers' 1-yard line.
Hey, let's.
ETN will score. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Now the try here for the point after. And the lead is up to 14. So that drive spanned 5 plays.
And it was capped off by a Travis Etienne touchdown run.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. The try. And they move this all the way down to the 9. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
Zone read, a give to Hampton.
And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
They'll try again. And this time he'll work his way in. Touchdown, Chargers. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The home team's offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here first and 10. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Hey.
Here's Lawrence. He's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
That's good for a Jaguars.
These are 24.
At the 45-yard line.
They'll give running right, ETN.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Hey, run! Hey, Dinter.
They'll run with ETN. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Go! Hey, tomato!
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. Right back to him on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Here's 2nd and 7.
On red. Hey, son.
ETN up the middle.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Trying to take this home. They'll run. And they'll get him down right about the 20.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down.
Jaguars field goal. A 37-yard attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow give the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
This is 1st and 10. Throwing, Herbert.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there, and of course the incompletion.
That's complete to his running back, Hampton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Here's 1st down.
A gain of 18 on the play. 1st down, Chargers.
And with the clock ticking under 50 seconds now, he spikes it.
Under 50 seconds to play. Here's 2nd and 10. Herbert.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Here's 1st and 10.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. 44-yard gain on the play.
And he'll spike it with exactly 30 seconds now left on the clock.
Here's 2nd and 10. Herbert going to throw. Johnston on the quick slant.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 23.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Chargers.
And now down to 14 as he spikes it to stop the clock.
Come up now on 2nd down.
The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now Herbert. They'll dump this off to Hampton, complete.
And he showcases the spin. A pretty good game before he's taken down.
One last throw here for Herbert. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.